Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us here at this wonderful establishment. Brennan, the owner, thank you for hosting us here. It's lovely. I want to introduce our Councilman John Cochrane Jr. and our newest Councilman James P. O'Connor, also Commissioner of Parks and Public Works, Tom Owens. I'm a little bit cold this morning. Also, I'd like to acknowledge Peter Kletchka, who has worked tirelessly in our Traffic Safety Division, helping get us to this point where we're raising the parking management program to a new level with the ParkMobile app. Also, Kevin Shires, who's been on the ground talking to everybody and fielding all of the issues that may come up when something is new. And we've really worked through it and constantly are tweaking it, and I think that's something that's very important for people to realize. Parking management program is fluid, and as issues come up, if they need to be changed or modified, we can do it, and we've done a lot of that over the past months. So here we are with Brennan Bulfin, right, who is the owner of Napper Tandy's, right here on Main Street in Bay Shore, where obviously the parking management program is needed. Here we are at noon. Almost all the spots are full, which tells you that even on a cold day like this, Bay Shore is a thriving downtown, and you need to have that parking management program. I was speaking with someone last night from Farmingdale, same issue. A lot of restaurants, a lot happening, apartments and everything, and you need to manage the spaces. So at this point, I would like to turn the microphone over to Councilman John Cochrane Jr., who really has been the face of the parking management program. And I really have to applaud him because it's never easy when you do something new. We as human beings are kind of resistant to change. We like things the way they are. Don't rattle my cage, just leave it alone. But the community made it obvious that parking was an issue, and we had to come up with something. And John stepped up and said, I will be out there, I'll be out in the community. So when we introduced the parking management program a couple of years ago, and it was before I got to the town board, and that will be 3 years in March, the town board saw the need for it too. The program was approved unanimously at the town board, so everybody was in sync. But John was the guy who was leading the charge. So I thank you for that. He's been a proud member of the military, a Navy man, and is used to leadership roles, and he took it on and took it on well. So John, without further ado, if you would explain what's going on.
All right, Angie. Thank you.
John.
Jim, thanks for being here. Yep. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here today to do another dimension of our parking program, and that is to introduce our ParkMobile application. Very important when we started this process of the parking management, it was to listen to the community. And one of the things that came out was having availability to have an application for your cell phone that if you're in a restaurant or going to one of our retail places on Main Street, that you can increase your parking through a cell phone. So we did an RFP, and ParkMobile stepped up to the plate, and our team, which I can't thank enough, our parking management team, and we didn't mention Tracy Crude or Deirdre Wahlberg, part with Pete and Tom and Kevin and Dave, really have taken on this task of realizing what the community needs to grow this program, because it is a town-wide program, and Bay Shore was the start of it. So right now, our parking meters are credit card and coins. This gives us another dimension by using the cell phone app, which is such an important process because when you're sitting at a restaurant, the application will tell you within 15 minutes that your parking spot's going to expire. So this is up to date. We cannot rush out to put more coins in a meter or credit card. So very, very exciting to get old school technology with the credit card coin to the new side, which is actual the ParkMobile system. Please register. You can see on any of our kiosks or go online that you can download the application. It's very easy. We basically go by zone numbers. It's all on the signs and stickers on our kiosk. And it's really, again, to provide our customers, our people who are utilizing our facilities on Main Street and the back parking lots, another level of convenience. Again, partnering with ParkMobile in this endeavor, the new service is making paying parking fast and simple, and it enhances the customer parking experience. So next time you're out and about, give it a try, do some shopping, eat at one of our amazing restaurants, and enjoy the ease of paying parking by phoning it in. ParkMobile is widely available in the surrounding areas, Patchogue, Huntington, Great Neck Plaza, and Freeport are ParkMobile users too. And additionally, ParkMobile maintains a contract with the city New York DOT. So they are around, they're here as our partner, and so excited that they're with us for the next turn for our 2018 and on with the Town of Islip parking program. So on that note, I think I turn it back to you, Angie, don't I?
Sounds good.
And you got to give some stats out.
Well, I have my app going. I put in an hour because I wasn't sure how long this was going to go. I've got 41 minutes and 41 seconds, and it is so easy, especially on a day like today when it's kind of cool out. I literally leaned out and looked and got my parking number, closed the door, and in the warmth of the car, put in the number and everything that I needed, and then we're good to go. So it just couldn't be any more convenient. And as Councilman said, just before 10 minutes or 15 minutes before your time is up, you get a ding, and you can extend your time if you're dining in Napper Tandy's and you just don't really feel like going out in the cold. So I know we've had hundreds of people have already signed up for the app, but it is limitless in the amount of people who can do it. I also would like to give an opportunity to our newest councilman, and I think it's important, someone who's new to the town board, to bring that perspective, and that's Jim O'Connor, if you would, Jim.
Thank you. So as usual, the supervisor is going to show me up this morning. I had a birthday last week, and I woke up in the morning and looked in the mirror and said, how did that guy get to be 55 years old? So I'm a dinosaur, and when I pulled up, I pumped the meter with 3/4. So you beat me. You beat me again with your app. But my son is 25, and his mom and I, his mom is a doctor here in the community, have raised him well, and he stays out of trouble for the most part, but he and his friends like to frequent our establishments here in Bayshore. And they come here to Napper Tandy's, and they come to some of the other places here in Bayshore, and his generation lives by these things. For him to have 3/4 in the car would be unheard of. They live on their cell phones and their handhelds. So this is a wonderful new app that those who aren't dinosaurs like myself will be able to take advantage of. I'll even learn how to do it, believe me. But the rest of the world, who doesn't look quite as old as I do, live on their phones these days, and this is a wonderful opportunity for them to take advantage of the technology that we have and use the app to take care of it. And I thought it's great. I'm learning as I go. I think it's great that as you're here, you get a little buzz telling you that your time is about to expire, so you can reload it right on your handheld. That's a great thing. Thanks.
Thank you, Jim. You know, it's interesting, too. I wanted to note that I would be less than transparent if I didn't say that there are those that don't think parking, management is the way to go, but we know we need it. And that was reinforced to us during the holiday season, because during the holiday season, as a gesture of goodwill, we offered free parking in the downtown to all of the patrons along Main Street. And so the meters or the parking pay stations all had these lovely little messages on it, and you didn't have to pay to park. But we got a number of phone calls with, I can't get a place to park, I don't like this, because it goes back to the bad habits of you want to park close to where you work, so you pull in and you park there for the day, and you don't have that turnover. It's a problem, too, not only for people who want to come and park, but for those that are delivering, the UPS guys, the FedEx guys. You talk to them, they think it's the greatest thing because now they can pull up, drop off what they have to, and go. So I think, too, I'd love to ask Brennan and Kelly, the bartender who's here, who interacts with the public on a regular basis. I haven't talked to her, so I'm trusting her to be positive. But Kelly, if you would, give us a little bit of feedback on how it's working?
I think the parking is working well, but we are having some issues with people having to get up and run out and have to pay the meters. So, you know, in that aspect, it would be nice to keep everyone in their seats for our sake and for their sake. And, you know, have the app alarm them as to when they have to go back out, as opposed to that. Some of them leave, some of them don't come back because of the issue. So to have it on an app, I mean, you can control a jukebox on an app, so why not parking? So I think, you know, in my defense for being behind the bar, it's definitely a good thing to implement in this case, so.
And I see you have the little,
Now I do, I will definitely be handing it out to everybody, so.
So, yeah, and we'll
be
make
going to
sure.
everybody with their
Yeah.
menus.
yeah, and that's great too, because I was talking to someone, a friend who's having lunch here, I won't embarrass her, but wished she had known about it because wondering how much time did they have left on their meters. So I really think all in all, it really is a good thing. Vinny, thank you so much for all of your help too with the program. Marlene is here. Thank you, Marlene. John's right hand. But it's a team. It really is a team effort, and we're here to do the right thing. This is a thriving, wonderful hamlet, Bayshore is. And we have many others in the town that are coming to that point where they too are going to need parking management. And when they're ready for it, we're ready for it. So this is important today, and we really appreciate the media, especially helping us get the word out, because the more convenient we can make it, the better it is for the users and for the businesses in the long run, that they're not worrying about people worrying about leaving sooner than they might like to leave a wonderful place like Napper Tandy's.
There's been a lack of history known in Bayshore. Bayshore was metered until the 70s. It's still in our town code. So reintroducing this, some people took offense because now their employees parking on Main Street now have to go in the back parking lot. Bayshore is very unique. Right now, we have 7 new restaurants opening up in the next year. We have over 300 apartments between Union and Montauk Highway that are going to be being processed and being built in the next couple of years. So what really happens is our parking needs to be managed. And when you do a change like that, it's hard for the employees that come in here, could park out on Main Street for years, for 8 hours, which is only supposed to be 2. Now they're in the back parking lots.
Which are free all day.
All day they're free, but in the same point, there's been always the plan on the parking is 60% of Bayshore's parking, or actually 62% is free. You just have to walk that extra 100 yards or extra 50. Third Avenue is a perfect example. So yes, there's been change, and it's been working for the benefit of people coming in and utilizing our retail and our restaurants. And the changes, as Kelly said, is how you have to change if you're an employee here to go and utilize the back parking lots and make sure that there's spaces available there. And that's what we're trying to do, move things around so there's spaces for clients as well as our employees and tenants.
And where parking becomes a problem to businesses, I know that there have been times, and it's anecdotal, but it's true. It happened to me. We were out to dinner with friends, and we were going to a restaurant in Islip. We circled 3 times trying to find spots on Main Street, trying to find spots in the back lots. Islip Hamlet does not have a parking management program. We said, forget this, let's go to Bayshore. And that's precisely what we did. We came to Bayshore, it was a couple of spots away from where we were going, but still it wasn't blocks away. So I think it is very important to realize that when you have a successful, thriving downtown, as you see across the island, Babylon, Huntington, Patchogue, Farmingdale, these are places that are exciting, places that people want to be, and they have to manage the parking. I would say this is a good time for everyone to stop, enjoy, have lunch at Napper Tandy's. And I want to thank Brennan and Kelly again for being so hospitable. Thank you. Thank you very much.